Now out in Vegas where the nights are bright, Dmitri and Dorene light up the site. He's the real estate poppy, closing deals all day. She's everybody's favorite, spreading love in every way. Come Tuesday night, it's a whole new scene. They link up live with Gender Houston Queen. She's the vice queen of H-Town, proud as can be. And behind the scenes, Tia keeps it running smoothly. Free the hard way on a Tuesday night. Tia's in the booth making sure it's tight. Two cities apart, but they feel so near. When they go live, it's the show of the year.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the last Breathe the Hard Way of the year. I am your host, Dmitri, Real Estate Poppy. They're my two lovely co-hosts, my beautiful wife, the honorary queen of Crenshaw, and my beautiful best friend, Jen Glenn, the vice queen of Houston. How you guys doing?
Happy New Year's Eve.
Yep, New Year's Eve.
We made it. We made it here.
It's not over yet.
Well, got only 2 hours left.
Yep. And we also want to say, hey, I'm sorry, babe, what?
No, I just said I have a question. I was wondering who's staying up late to watch the apple fall.
Every year. I never sleep through the night.
Now, let me correct that. I don't usually stay up and watch it because usually, with the time zone changes, I usually get to watch it about 9 o'clock. But I usually always make sure every year I get to see the apple fall. So
no matter where I am in the world, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna stay up till midnight. That time.
You stay up till midnight.
I never sleep through the New Year.
Okay. Michi's usually passed out by 7, so
okay.
I can't do that tonight because we have a show.
Yes, sir.
So I have a show honoring the Dirty Girls of Grand Rising University.
Oh, the Dirty Girls. Okay.
You know. So,
Mighty Hoteps.
The Fighting Hoteps.
Oh, the Fighting
Hoteps. Here, our lovely executive producer, who can now control everything. Why don't you show them, Tia? Here are my hands.
Power. She got the power.
Why don't you make one of them big?
Here.
Yeah, Tia.
She got the power.
Left the station. Tia's in there soaking those peas.
See? I didn't realize that you have to eat certain foods is it good luck? What is it?
I have family.
I think
that's a rhythmic tradition. Black eyed peas. Some people do what's it called, Michi? The C words.
Collard
the
greens?
intestines. Chitlins.
Oh, chitlin. Okay.
Some people do chitlins for New Year's.
You just put I don't know how to yet. You did it earlier.
Yeah, you did it. You were just saying making the people big and small.
Yeah, like hit Gentry's box. Ooh. Hit the
Yeah, careful with that, Michi. There we go.
There it is.
There we go. There it is. She got the power. Yeah, Michi. I heard that.
You be hitting. Tia, you hit my box right. You did it.
Oh, Jesus, Michi.
I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
All
I'm
right,
trying to be better.
Let's get into the show because that kind of speaks to the theme for the show, which is just doing a 2024 wrap up and going into the new year. Dorene, what's your favorite moment from 2024?
I actually have 2 favorite moments. One is kind of like a personal one, and one's kind of a business one. So obviously, my business favorite moment is when I got to open up my little storefront at the swap meet. That was like a huge accomplishment for me. Now, I hope it keeps going and going and going and going for years to come. But even if it only lasts for like 1 month more, that was like super exciting for me. So I would say that was very important. And then the second thing is getting to take a road trip to California with the 2 little dogs.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I had so much fun because Michi and I, we usually take our trips, just the 2 of us, But this last year, we decided to take the little dogs with us to California to go visit some friends. And we got to take them to like what pier was that called, Michi?
Well, we
And
took them to the pier in San Francisco.
yep, to San
The San
Francisco. And
Francisco
we
piece.
did the pier at
Oh,
the military place, the military school, where all
yeah.
the SEALs were out talking and stuff. And the girls got to sit in their stroller and watch the SEALs do their talking and eat on the pier. And they even had their own little hamburgers.
I'm sorry.
So
What does that mean? The seals do their talking.
they were like squawking at each other and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The seals were making their little squawking noises, and the girls were just watching them. And then we got to stop and eat on the pier on these outside restaurants. And they actually had doggy menus, so the girls got their own little doggy and like chicken patties and hamburgers. And I just thought that was one of the coolest, funnest things. So I
And
would
in
say
San
that
Francisco, we saw a guy rob a store.
yes, oh my God. Yes, we did.
Y'all saw a robbery in progress?
You saw a robbery in progress.
Oh, and really quick, you saw me like freak out a little bit because I heard music. We're actually still, even though we're doing our show right now, we're supporting our good friend Dave. And he just came on, and the music was really loud, but y'all couldn't hear it. And that's why I jumped. So,
Oh, yeah.
You scared yourself?
yep. So, Dave, we will catch up with what we miss, but just want to let you know that we are here supporting you. So, that's that.
What about you, Jen Glenn? What are some of your highlights?
All right. I think my highlight for 2024, of course, is watching my daughter graduate from college.
Yep, that'd be a big one.
Yeah, I love going to see her graduate from college. And also, I think moving into the YouTube realm was a big deal. You know, having success on Station Head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then just, going to YouTube. It was a nice little reach.
Making
that was
the
my
move.
making the move was my high point for 2024. What about you, really happy?
My high point, as I see Tia's gift get picked up, I can see the mailman right there. I had a lot of high points, but they were scary. And it made me think about that saying where it says if your dreams aren't big enough, or if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Yeah.
There were all kind of things like that, like us doing these shows. KP, Knickers, please, for those who don't know what KP means.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell KP, like tell the people who don't know exactly what KP is.
Well, KP is a golf brand that I'm creating, and it's to help rhythmics and rhythmic adjacents pick up golf, because I've noticed in business, a lot of deals are done on golf courses. And these are places where we're not historically very present.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make sure that we can get there and get there feeling confident, wearing the stuff that we would wear and not necessarily be tied down to what the old guard thinks we should wear.
I love that. Yeah.
So I think that's my biggest thing. But I kind of didn't want to use it because like Dorene is doing really well. And she's figured out a bunch of stuff. But with me going into fashion, I didn't know what I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's turned out to be a lot more expensive than I thought. And we're having to pivot.
Pivot.
But I'm still really proud of it.
Mm-hmm. We're going to get there.
Yeah, and that's my biggest thing, I think, is KP. Or at least that's the thing that we put the most money into so far.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. I have another question for y'all. I want to know, and Poppy, I'll go with you first. What did 2024 teach you?
That I can't do everything by myself.
Okay.
That's
big.
Yeah,
that's
I have
big.
Because you know me. I already don't sleep, so I'll just try to fit everything I'm trying to do into that. But, I mean, you guys are so smart. You're so driven. That's what the people didn't see before we started the show. We were talking about delegating and sharing responsibilities, and I think that's only going to take us farther. Instead of me trying to be the engine, I mean, we can all be engines. So it taught
Yeah,
me that, yeah, to use the help that's in front of me.
that's beautiful. All right, Doreen, what about you? What has 2024 taught you?
I would say it's taught me to value myself a little bit more. As in, I have learned, like, with this is like kind of a business thing with my tumbler making. I have to learn that everybody may not see the value in my tumblers as much as I see them. For example, I have a lot of people that will come into my shop, look at the price of my
Yeah.
tumblers, just set it back down, walk away, and go buy a $15 tumbler down the road at the Wally World.
You can
And
say
so
Walmart.
I have to learn to say that's okay. Don't lower your price, Doreen. Take value in what you do because what you do is valuable and worthy. So, and even Michi has like been encouraging me with that too. He's like, you should actually be raising your prices,
Yeah.
not lowering them. But I have a hard time with that. But 2024,
Doreen, I
especially
think
opening the shop, I have learned that it's okay for those people to walk away because there is value in what you do. So I
I
would
think
say
that's
that
important. Like putting
I've
a
learned.
don't undersell yourself. Like
Yes,
you
that's
literally,
another great way of
yeah,
putting it. Is I do. I undersell myself. Mitri will tell you I do that all the time.
You've
And
had
yeah,
customers come in and tell you
yes,
that you should raise the price.
my prices are actually too low.
yeah, because you
But I have
handcraft
a hard
all of
time
those
with
tumblers. So no, you
Mhm.
people don't understand. Like you just can't
Yep,
get that everywhere nowadays.
right.
Everything is so manufactured and cheaply
Yeah.
made. So to have
Right.
something that's
Like
hand,
you said, they can just walk down the street and go to Walmart and buy one for $15. Why would they pay 45 for something? So it's I've had to learn that that's okay. Just let them go pay the $15. My art is not for them. So
That's
I would
another
say that,
thing that we've decided that Doreen is an artist. These tumblers
yeah, that
are
was another thing
incredible.
I learned. I never really considered myself an artist. I just considered myself a tumbler maker. And Beachy and other people have called it art as well that have come through my shop now. And I'm like, these are actually my little pieces of art. So yeah, that's
love that.
definitely another thing I've learned as well.
I'm gonna say
Mhm.
what 2024 taught me is that it's kind of the same along the same lines as what you're saying, Doreen. Like I think I'm getting to know so much more about myself, and it
Mhm.
makes you wonder all of these years, like, have I just been floating in space, like floating in space through life? But I think
Yeah.
that's kind of everybody. Once you get to a certain point in life, you start to realize like you start to just realize yourself more. You start to realize like the things you like, the things you don't like, what you're good at.
Mhm.
And so I just
Yeah.
feel like really like I found my tribe. That's a great thing that 2024 has taught
Mhm.
me. And
Mhm.
just to have confidence in my talents, you know, it's just
Yes.
great to it's great to have other people who are like you see you,
Yes.
what you
Like
can
those
do.
commercials that you make, Gentry. Hilarious. Definitely one of your talents.
Oh,
And
thank
I
you.
didn't realize that was in you. But this last year, you have made some of the most hilarious commercial clips for the radio. They're amazing.
Oh,
Amazing.
thank you so much. Yeah, and you know, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that could have
Mhm.
possibly been a talent like
Yeah,
before a few years ago. And
right.
just other things like you don't realize it. And then when other people who have that same thing see it in you, it gives you
Mm.
confidence.
Interesting you would say that because I actually had somebody come into my shop this last weekend and she looked at me because she realized we were talking about how I make everything by hand. And she's like, it must feel so good to have somebody buy something you made. And I was like, you're exactly right. It feels
Yeah.
very good to have somebody else, like what you were just saying, show appreciation for something you worked hard for. It's
Yeah,
such a good feeling. Hmm
I love that.
And with us starting to have people appreciate us
Yes,
on the
as
different
a
things that,
mhm.
I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. We're still trying to figure it out, but we have a loyal following who we
Yes,
also follow, but they're only helping
heart
us to get
to
better. So,
them. Hmm
Yeah, big hearts to all of them. And we have an amazing executive producer that keeps our ship afloat. So
she keeps her shit together. Mhm. Miss Tia,
all right.
shouts out.
So
who isn't
guys, I
going to
want to
turn the
talk
camera
about
on, but we know she's there.
Hmm
I want to talk about I know that it's this time of the year where everybody does resolutions and they want to try to create a better year this upcoming year than the past year. So y'all, I want to do a little segment called the rundown. And on the
hmm
rundown, we're just going to talk about 10 things that most people have as a New Year's resolution. So
hmm
number 10 is spending time with family and friends, spending more time with family and friends.
hmm
Number 9, volunteering. Number 8, cutting down on drinking. Number 7, learn a new skill or hobby. Number 6, decorating or doing renovations to their homes. Number
hmm
5, smoking. Number 4, pursuing a career ambition. Number 3, save more money. Number 2, lose weight, improve diet. And number 1, which I feel like is on this chart and is on most people's charts for the resolution, exercise more. So number 1 and number, I feel like these is on everybody's list almost every
Oh yeah,
year.
every year.
Do any of
Hmm
these resonate with y'all? Because I'm telling you, like I can see myself in at least 5 of these things.
hmm well, like you said, the exercise thing. I mean, I say that every year. Michi and I always talk about going for walks, and we always say it, but we don't haven't ever like followed through. So
Okay.
follow through, I think, would be a good New Year's resolution for some of those.
Let's not say we, because you have a pair of Peloton shoes that are going on 2 years old that your feet have never seen the inside of, but you're
Oh my
busy.
god.
You are busy. You're a busy young lady.
I think that's the important thing. Like I like to walk. I like to actually
Mhm.
exercise.
Yeah.
So that's as long as I find the exercise that I want to do, it's easy for me
There
to
you
do
go.
it. So you have to
That's
want to
huge.
do it, and you have to make it easy for yourself to be able to do.
Mhm.
And I know I'm going to talk about this more on the culture Thursday, 2 p.m. Central on Station Head.
You see how
Um,
she did
You
that?
told me you were going to say
You
that.
see how she did that, Michi?
yeah, I'm going to talk about it more on how to, actually make how to resolve to do something a little bit better next year than you did this year.
Mhm.
But Michi, anything on that list that kind of resonates with you that you want to see a change in?
I think with me learning a new skill or hobby, I think of what we spoke about earlier. That's going to help me with it because, like, I'm not going to have to worry about all the pre-production stuff. I can focus on the editing or whatever because you guys are going to be helping with the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's just things like that because I'll give you an example. There's a marketing class at UNLV where you get a certificate. And I looked at it. I was going to sign up for it, but I already have tools. So I put this into our AI and it gave me a syllabus that's just like UNLV's. And it gave me free links where I can go get the information. So, yeah, I just want to make myself better. I want to
Mhm.
save money. That's on there. And there's a few other things, but we should probably save that until our live stream next week.
Oh
At
yeah, because we'll go more in depth on what our particular resolutions are. But I have
Mhm.
to tell you, I had that same thing, Michi. I was saying that I was actually going to sign up for a filmmaking class because I figured in the filmmaking class, it'll show me how to use all of the technologies
Oh
for
yeah.
what we're doing here on YouTube. But I'm like, I might be going overboard. I should probably just do what you did and just let AI come up with
Mhm.
its own little syllabus. That's a great idea. Great tip.
Mhm.
I can send you mine. So yeah,
Okay.
it's to figure out how to work smarter, not harder, but to make sure the information that we're getting is going to be helpful and not just some BS that somebody put out and we're learning
Yeah,
the wrong thing.
I love
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. Yeah, I think we got all of that. That was good.
There is something that I'm looking for that I know I made it. Maybe I didn't save it. So yeah, let's go into this whatever we're going to talk about, and I'll remake it because that's what we can do. We do stuff on the fly. We adapt. We roll with the punches. Yeah, that's what we do.
Uh-oh. What are you doing, Michi?
Oh,
It's nothing bad.
That always scares me. I was like, is it going to involve boobs?
No, it's
anything.
not. But since we did shout out the culture, y'all know where you are. But this is where we will always be. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, because Gentry doesn't know any other time zones but Central.
Century Gang, put your hands up.
Oh,
H Town, baby.
Oh,
I didn't mean to
God.
hit that. I meant there's something else. But so next week we will be following up with this. So if you want us to analyze your resolutions, and y'all saw me do this.
Mhm.
Um, if you want us to analyze your resol, I can't spell.
What?
What? You spell check. I took my
Uh,
Adderall.
have you started celebrating
Guys,
early, Michi? Have you
guys,
started
put in the
celebrating?
chat. I'll say this: put in the chat your resolutions, and then on our next show, we'll actually call out the resolutions that you guys made.
Look at her.
Mhm.
There we go.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's the wrong one again.
I'm like, what was that?
You want us to analyze your resolutions? Put
Excuse
your
me.
resolutions in the chat. Like she just said, next week you will already have us ahead of the game for our show topic.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna think about it for a few hours and then put my resolutions in the chat too, because
Mhm.
I have a few. I have a few this year. I'm actually looking forward to 2025
I think it's
because of
gonna be a
all
good
of
year.
the.
I got a good feeling. I got a good
You
feeling.
too, Dorene. I really do. I have a good feeling
Mhm.
about 2025. I feel like you know how every year you want to make changes, but I feel like this is my year.
Yes. It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Well,
I
my
think so.
thing has always been I stopped doing resolutions probably 3 or 4 years ago
Yeah.
because I never accomplished them or even got
Yeah.
close. So I don't want to have that there and knowing I'm not going to be able to make it. I think Kaleo may have said something like that too.
Yeah, and
Um,
that's on the show, Michi, I want to talk about on the culture this week. I want to talk about how to see it differently. Like, so instead of making a resolution that you're not going to fail, a lot of times I think we fail because we fail to plan. And if you
mhm.
kind of have an outline of what it is you want to do, and I think sometimes people think that they're going to be a different person at the end of the year. So
Right.
what you do is you don't make these grand scale. Like I would never say I'm going to stop drinking Diet Coke in 2025 because the only time I stop drinking it is if they stop making it. So
Right.
that wouldn't be a resolution for me, now would it? Now, if I could say maybe I only have one or two a day, and then actually go out, write it down, make a plan for how I'm going to do that. Otherwise, absolutely
Yeah.
not. So I know I'm not going to lose 80 pounds this coming year.
Right.
I don't think I need to lose 80 pounds, but I'm just saying that would be silly
Right.
for me.
Realistically. Be
Right.
more realistic.
If I wanted to lose 10 pounds, that's a possibility that I can go and actually write out how I could do that.
Mhm.
But because I know I'm never gonna not eat cake. And if you offer me a cookie,
Right.
I'm gonna eat a cookie.
For me, donuts. So
I'm never gonna live a life where I can't eat donuts. And you know that
no.
if you love, what do you love more, your donuts or your abs? I'm team donut.
Well,
So
I would say donuts in my case, because I don't have no abs. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm team donut. So I know that I'd have to be realistic about that. That I'm not gonna have a six pack at the end of 2025.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the thing. Be realistic about who you are as a person and what you can accomplish in a year's time.
Well, and I know the things I want to accomplish for the year. It's just that like you said, I need to break them up. Leo said he does it quarterly, but I know there's a lot of stuff I need to do with our live streams, and then the podcast that Dorene and I started, and any help you may need with the culture or any other projects you have. So I get into these certain zones. Like this morning, I got into one when I watched certain things. What came on? It was Hard Knocks. So I'm watching these athletes prepare and the stuff they go through on a daily basis, and that motivates me, and it puts me into this zone that I have an issue getting into. So now I'm thinking that I need to watch Hard Knocks or something like that every morning when I wake up at 2 and get me focused. And then maybe that's going to help me accomplish these things that I want to do for all of us. Because as my tide rises, I mean, we're family. We're all going to go together. So
yeah, I feel that.
I just have to prioritize, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on D Cup Customs because Dorene, I think I'm gonna have a cup made of like the things that I want to accomplish. And then that way, because sometimes, let me tell you why I want to do that, because you need to keep your goals in front of you. Because a lot of times we forget.
Yeah.
Sometimes we forget.
A resolutions cup.
Yeah, a vision board cup.
Yeah.
A vision board cup.
Oh my God, Dorene, can you do that?
A vision board cup.
Like, would I have to send you like different Pinterest things to put on the cup?
That'd be a great idea. I could totally do that. A vision board cup.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send my things what I want on my vision board cup. Because you gotta keep your goals in front of you.
Michi was writing that one down.
A vision board cup.
We need a separate category on your website for that.
Vision board cup.
Yeah, I love
we
that.
should, and let's do an ad and have that promoted next week when we're talking about resolutions with everyone.
Okay. So
really quick, we may sound a little different, y'all. I don't have my mixer. I sent it back to Road.
Oh yeah, that's so the mixer is no longer being used. It got sent back. So
now you gotta call that mixer to cuss it out.
We'll see how that turns out for 2025.
Yeah. Because Rhodes, y'all been tripping on 2024.
2024 was not good for his roadcaster.
I'm gonna say your name, Rhodes. I got my fingers crossed for 2025.
Yes.
And I have to pay to ship it to him.
Yes, he did.
It better work.
It better work. But I didn't mean to interrupt you, beautiful best friend Jane Glenn. What were you saying?
No, I'm about to end the show now. I just want everybody to have a beautiful and wonderful 2025. I hope all your wishes.
Happy New Year's Eve. Have an amazing time celebrating, but be safe.
And I cannot wait. Well, we have 10 weeks for the cruise.
Oh yeah, Beehive Cruise.
The Beehive Cruise is, I need that break. I need it really bad. So looking forward to that. And I hope you don't hear something right now because I'm making our final. I gotta be quiet. All right, so yeah, we don't really have anything else.
I think we also want to just make sure we give a shout out to everybody out there who supported us and watched us through this whole learning process this last year too, as we, like what Jen Glenn said, stepped into YouTube and
you learn as you go sometimes. And what is that saying, y'all? Fortune favors the brave.
I think I've heard that somewhere. Yes.
Fortune favors the brave. Hold on. Let me do a rhythmic one. Sometimes you just got to step out on faith.
Lord, where's my? I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. So that's
a good one too.
So I do feel fortunate for the community that we're a part of now. That Dorene just put in the chat. Thank you, Tia. But it's yeah, we're learning stuff together. We have a great mentor, great mentors. We have Kendall, we have Danny, we have Dave J, we have Aaron. We have so many people
So
that
many
have
amazing.
no reason to want to help us, but they
Yeah.
do all the time. So
Yep.
WRC Kaleo and Erica V from I Hate It Here. Yeah,
yeah, so
we
we
just have
really
a whole
appreciate,
village.
yeah, we appreciate and love you guys, and I think we are going to help each other grow in ways that we couldn't imagine doing on our own. So thank y'all again, and thank you, lovely wife, and thank you, lovely BF. I love y'all so much,
Mm.
I know.
Love
Love you
you,
too.
Niji.
and love you too,
Yeah.
Tia.
All right. Happy
All right.
2025, guys. Happy New
Happy
Year.
2025.
Yep,
Love
we will
y'all.
see you Tuesday.
See you next year.
Don't
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
that's right.
Don't do that.
That was the white girl coming out, Michi.
It was.
What rings that lady at the job telling everybody, okay, see y'all next year.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Love y'all.